LeBron James is showing his typical diva behavior as always. The story has to be about him. He has to make this thing drag on, drag on, drag on. And here we are, July 21st, and LeBron James has still not made a decision as to where he will play this upcoming season, likely for the rest of his career. And it's gotten to the point where, honestly, as a Miami Heat fan, while yes, I would sit here and tell you I would love for him to come play for Miami, we actually have a need for him and not to be the main attraction, but to be the point guard. But goodness gracious, LeBron, does everything have to be a spectacle? Does everything have to be a process? This ain't complicated. And now it's getting to the point where it's turning into the LeBron wants attention. LeBron wants attention. LeBron wants attention. Let's jump into this thing. Welcome back, everybody, to Rudy's Rant, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. Leave your comments, man. Let me know what you think about this LeBron James process. ESPN recently put up an article today that spoke about this decision. This is articles written by Dave McMenamin, and it basically details that Rich Paul, his agent, who probably doesn't know a damn thing either, or maybe he does, I don't even know at this point, that there's no rush on LeBron decision. Teams have done enough. Well, there is a rush because the NBA has to make a schedule. And that schedule includes who plays on Christmas, who plays on holidays, because we all know that LeBron James plays on Christmas every single year. And the NBA cannot release this until LeBron James makes the decision. On top of that, no other free agents can move until LeBron makes a decision because teams aren't moving until LeBron makes a decision, and free agents aren't moving until LeBron makes a decision. He has the NBA right now in a literal halt. Like this is craziness, man. Free agency was 2 weeks ago, and LeBron James apparently needs to have, I don't know, 3 months to decide where he wants to play because his season ended in what, April? Ended in April. Like, he needs 3 months to decide this. He knew he wasn't going back to LA back in April. Probably knew that before that. And here we are sitting here, same old LeBron James song and dance. Look at me, look at me, look at me. And Rich Paul said on his latest podcast, again, the arrogant agent who has a podcast, who should not have a podcast, but he says, we're not going to be rushed. We're not going to be rushed. It's his choice to make. And when he makes the choice, he'll make it. Can I be real? I would love to see every team move on. I know it ain't gonna happen, but I would love to see every team just move on and decide for him, and then it comes down to, oh, I want to play. Oh, no, we don't have space. That would be some crazy shit, right? That would be an Uno reverse, double skip, double, connect four, draw two, all that stuff. And obviously, I'm combining a bunch of games, but now that would be the ultimate play right there. Is that all these teams just say, screw this crap, we're moving on, and then nobody signs him. Now we all know that won't happen. But that would be funny now, wouldn't it? That would be one up in the king, right? Because the ego of Rich Paul is crazy. Man's only powerful because of LeBron. LeBron gave him his job. LeBron made him matter. And now this guy walks around, not gonna be rushed. Okay. He says there have been several people to call and say, hey, Rich, is there anything more we should be doing? We could be doing. And my answer is no, we don't need you to go above and beyond about anything. We understand it. It's clear. All the messages have been sent. Yeah, that's great. This man's going on a world tour last week, teasing this crap. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Not ready to make a decision yet, bruh. Here's what we know: it won't be LA. That's what we know. It won't be LA. So either his wife and his kid are going to move with him to wherever he goes, or they're not. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. They're either moving with him or they're not. It's not like they're going to sell his $50 million crib in Beverly Hills or wherever, Brentwood, or wherever the hell he lives. He's not selling his house. He's not making a permanent move. He's going to move back to LA more than likely after his career is over. But he has to make this a spectacle. Everything that this guy has ever done has been a spectacle. It's his MO. And it's annoying. You're 41. You're a great player still, but you're not that great. You're not that great. Great, but not that great. Not to stop the function of the league. Adam Silver said, I would like James to make his announcement so we can finish the schedule. And Paul spoke privately with Silver after those comments. I saw Adam in New York and we discussed it. And like I said, it's still his choice. So if he doesn't really know, you can't rush it. You can't rush it. Yeah, he knows. This is no longer he doesn't know. Come on now. You think he doesn't know where he's going to go? He absolutely knows where he's going to go. Come on now. He says here, the weight, Paul said, is not intentional to get more people talking about the 41-year-old James. Bullshit. And he does not liken it to ESPN made for the TV special, The Decision. I think it's important for people to understand we're not talking about this attention and a spectacle. We're not making this about attention and a spectacle. It's not about a decision or anything like that. He has a choice to make. He has a business choice to make. We're not going to sit here and decide or allow someone else to decide when he makes that decision. It's a business choice that he's making. And I think as an athlete, why is it that an athlete has to rush his choice? Because there's a season, genius. Because the season has to be played. Because there are things that have to get concluded, that rosters have to get filled out. Guess what? At some point, the other players that are waiting are going to have to make decisions. They are all going to have to make decisions. And at some point, they're not going to put their careers on hold for LeBron James. And players are doing that because it's holding up certain things. And Max Kellerman says, LeBron loves the attention, which Rich Paul flat out dismissed. It's the lowest hanging fruit for when you don't have the information. Paul said, that's just what it. No, LeBron loves the attention. And we all know it. He literally records himself, gets recorded and does things like a 14, 15, 20-year-old kid dancing at concerts and making sure he's seen everywhere. Like, bro, you're over 40, man. Like, sit your butt down. And then Chris Paul says that teams should go on their business in the meantime. Well, that's not possible if they're holding on to a spot for LeBron James. Because then there's cap implications. And Rich Paul knows this. So it's very disingenuous, as Rich Paul is typically very disingenuous, to sit here and say, oh, just go about your business. Well, they can't because they're holding a spot. They can't go sign people. Why? Because they have to have the money available for LeBron. Otherwise, they hit with cap, luxury tax, all that other stuff that they don't want to get hit with. There's roster spots that's not filled. Paul said if they want to fill their roster spots, we're not saying don't fill your roster spots. This guy's an idiot. Like, seriously, he's an idiot. And asked if LeBron was leaning any direction. He said, there's nothing I can say. These people don't know anything. I don't know when his choice is going to be made. It could be in 48 seconds. It could be 48 minutes. I don't know. Again, you can't make somebody know something they don't know. I think Rich Paul doesn't know. I think he doesn't know. But maybe that's my naivety at the same time. This is typical LeBron James, man. And this is one of the reasons I just can't stand this dude. Like, this is one of the reasons I just can't stand this dude because he's such a look at me guy. 41 years old, billionaire, still craves the never ending attention. But hey, what are you to do? The NBA should move on, make their schedule, and in fact, put every one of those teams on Christmas Day. The teams that are listed, put them all on Christmas Day, put them all on the holidays, and just move on. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, hype the video. And when do you think he'll decide, and who do you think he will choose? That's all we got. This is Rudy's Rant, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.